Hello, my fellow gargoyles. Welcome to another death battle between Tanjiro versus Jonathan Joestar. Yes, I have something to admit. I never seen Demon Slayer or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yes, you can leave your comments below like, how it got you? These are good shows. I'm pretty sure they are. But I just don't have time to watch shows. I don't. Not anymore. Hell, I haven't seen The Black Lagoon yet. And I have that DVD, so I'm going to watch that first. Anyway. It's time for a death battle between these two, so let's get into it in three. Well, hold on. But of course, first, as always, I don't know how I keep forgetting that stuff. But anyway, link in the description below for the video and the channel, just in case you want to see more of their death battles. So now, without further ado, let's get into this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Tanjiro Kamado, the sun-breathing demon slayer swordsman.
Jonathan Joestar, the very first JoJo who ever Jojed.
These two anime monster hunters are as deadly with a blade as they are infinitely good-natured.
But don't cross them, else they might leave you breathless. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Another 2D sprite. Okay.
Daisho Japan, an era of unparalleled progress and imperial domination. But this empire had a sickness, a rot at its core.
Ugh.
Demons. This race of superhuman cannibals originated from one being, their all-powerful progenitor, Muzan Kibutsuji.
Who spent his evenings slaughtering families and eating them, including the Kamado clan.
Though one of them fatefully survived, the eldest son, Tanjiro.
Well, the good news is your sister Nezuko is alive too. Bad news is she's a demon now, so sorry champ, I'm chalking this day up as an L.
But Tanjiro possessed the golden heart of an anime protagonist, and he devoted his life to clearing Nezuko's curse and ending Muzan's evil once and for all.
So he joined the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret group of badass demon hunters with badass swords. Forged from a unique sunlight-absorbing ore, the Nichiren Blade is one of the only weapons that can decapitate a demon and end their unholy existence for good, especially when combined with the Slayer's fancy pants katana magic.
It isn't katana magic. Okay, well, it's totally katana magic, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it's breathing, which is so lame. Anybody can do that. Oh God, I was wrong.
The use of breathing is crucial to real-life martial arts.
Organs
Deeper
and
breaths
stuff.
massage the organs below the diaphragm, relaxing your body and lowering its energy requirement, while simultaneously giving you more energy to use.
Tanjiro mastered this breathing shit so well, he could do it in his sleep. Literally 24/7.
This is total concentration breathing, a technique developed by the Demon Slayers in order to massively increase their physical abilities to match their blatantly superhuman foes. Through the measured intake of oxygen, users can boost their concentration, reactions, and even manipulate the flow of their blood. This can help in slowing down poisons or speeding up the coagulation of wounds.
Which means he can use it to quickly recover in case of injury or fatigue. And Demon Slayers can combine their breathing with their blades for, well, katana magic.
Each breathing style is a separate form of sword combat. The first form Tanjiro mastered was water breathing, a flexible defensive style where a user's blade summons water to slice like a raging current.
Tanjiro's literal boneheaded stubbornness made him a prodigy demon slayer in no time.
He proved to be a tactical genius in combat, able to discern an opponent's weaknesses and exploit them in the heat of the moment. It was almost as if demon slaying was in his very blood.
Because it was! Hundreds of years ago, the creator of the very first breathing style taught this knowledge to Tanjiro's ancestors, who passed it down to Tanjiro himself.
This was the dance of the fire god, the Hinokami Kagura, sun breathing.
With sun breathing, Tanjiro's sword bursts into godlike flames that slow a demon's healing factor and can turn into a wicked fire dragon.
Sun breathing increases Tanjiro's speed and power, but at a cost. It will quickly tire him out, and overuse could severely debilitate him.
Which can also turn on this really distracting birthmark on his forehead.
Through intense stress and exertion, Tanjiro can activate this Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his already crazy strength and speed even further.
And gives him access to the see-through world. Basically, it slows down time for Tanjiro and gives him X-ray vision.
This allows him such a precise understanding of his opponent's muscle movements that he can predict their future actions, sort of like a spider sense. He can even do the same with just his sense of smell. No Demon Slayer mark needed. Not only can his nose detect people from hundreds of yards away, it lets him find an opponent's opening in battle even easier than before.
You'd think being an anime swordsman would make Tanjiro even edgier than his blade, but he's basically the group mom, with an innocent little cherub sweetness matched only by his raw badassery.
Tanjiro is tough enough to survive being stabbed in the stomach, fast enough to dodge lightning, and strong enough to slice through and derail a literal demon train.
That demon turned himself into a train, Wiz! Funniest shit I've ever seen. And this demon, Doma, was able to freeze the air into this giant ice statue in only a few seconds. That takes a lot of energy.
And Tanjiro's managed to keep up with similarly powerful demons like Hantengu, Akaza, and eventually the strongest of them all, Muzan himself.
With the help of his friends, of course.
That was like
It
Michael
would take
Jackson.
all their efforts and countless sacrifices. But Tanjiro and the Demon Slayers would continue to fight to realize their dream of a world that is safe for humanity. And whatever Inosuke is.
Okay. Weird pig dude. Okay.
Victoria in England, an infamously shit-tastic time to be alive.
Whether you were a lowly street rat or a wealthy noble. Okay, well, that last one probably wasn't so bad.
That is, unless your dad, in all his infinite wisdom, decided to adopt the single greatest asshole in human history and make him your brother. That'd make you one unlucky schmuck.
That would make you Jonathan Joestar.
Hadn't you heard, Wiz? Everybody just calls him JoJo.
In an effort to take the Joestar fortune for himself, Jonathan's new brother Dio dedicated his life to breaking Jonathan emotionally, turning him into a docile puppet. But after being bullied, beaten, and thoroughly traumatized, something awakened deep in Jonathan's heart. The raging fire of a gentleman.
I don't think beating the living piss out of Dio was gentle, but it sure was satisfying. Too bad it didn't last forever, because only a few years later, Dio got his revenge when he turned into a vampire and killed Papa Joestar. Classic Dio.
With Dio now bent on world domination, Jonathan would need more than his righteous fist to save the day.
Yeah, he needed a creepy floating Italian man that punches frogs with the power of the sun.
It wasn't just any creepy floating Italian man. It was Will Antonio Zeppeli, a practitioner of Hamon, an ancient martial art designed specifically to do battle against vampires like Dio. Through their breaths, Hamon users can blast a hot electric ripple out of their bodies and flood it into their opponents. Huh.
That's what Hamon means
Yeah,
in English.
okay.
The ripple. Man, if I had a nickel for every anime protagonist who killed monsters with the power of breathing, well, that'd be 2 nickels. But let's agree, it's weird that it happened twice.
Hamon energy massively increases a user's physical abilities and allows them to disintegrate vampires with a single punch. In order to fight Dio, Zeppeli taught Jonathan everything he knew.
Like the zoom punch, where Jonathan stretches his arm and punches an opponent from far away like he jumped on a gum-gum fruit. He does this by using the ripple to dull the pain of dislocating his shoulder before snapping it back. That might sound crazy, but there are real-life examples of breathing basically giving people superpowers.
Like the Dutch adventurer Wim Hof, who can survive being nearly totally submerged in ice water for almost 2 hours. Through forced exhalation, Hoff drops his oxygen levels in order to supercharge his body's thermoregulation and release euphoric chemicals to numb the pain, just like the zoom punch.
Mod is basically just like the Eastern idea of chi. Voila! Which is circulated through the body by, what else? Breathing. And just like chi, he can do lots of crazy shit.
Like walking on water, magnetizing plants, or controlling an enemy's muscles. It can even be transferred through solid surfaces like metal.
And he can catch his fists on fire and slam you senseless with his patented Sunlight Yellow Overdrive. It'll leave any monster smiling and satisfied.
Jonathan took these skills as he, Zeppeli, and the definitely not just there for exposition Speedwagon invaded Dio's domain and waged war against an army of bloodthirsty zombies.
Including Dio's right-hand monsters, Bruford and Tarkus. Tarkus was strong enough to rip entire boulders out of the ground and slice through a cliff with one swing. He could even snap JoJo's neck and cut our old pal Zeppeli in half. Rest in peace, creepy floating Italian man. Sorry you had to be born the mentor. Hope none of your relatives die horrifying death too.
Before succumbing, Zeppeli's last act was to pass his ripple onto Jonathan, not only allowing him to heal his own broken neck, but also combine their energies together.
And making JoJo strong enough to cut through Tarkus's giant arm. Not with his nifty new sword, Pluck. With his bare, goddamn hand.
With this power boost, Jonathan faced Dio once and for all and fisted him with his raging hot ripple. Wait.
Now, fisted
Yeah,
Dio
no.
was pretty impressive, considering Dio could later fight faster than light stands like Star Platinum. Hell, even other Ripple users like Joseph can dodge beams of light too.
But more than his strength or speed, or even Haman, Jonathan's greatest strength was always his intelligence and unstoppable determination. It was that burning drive for justice that defeated Dio all those years ago, and the same one that defeated him again. But this victory was bittersweet.
He may be built like a brick shithouse, but Jonathan's got the personality of a golden retriever. Even after everything Dio did to him, all the lies and abuse and dad murder, Jonathan still loved him like a brother, and still cried those hot, wet 80s man-made tears.
And even after Dio returned on Jonathan's wedding night to murder him and steal his body, Jonathan sacrificed himself so his wife and unborn child could escape. But he did not die in vain. His bloodline would continue throughout the ages, spawning a line of illustrious and bizarre heroes who would crush Dio's plans and save the universe.
And they all had one thing in common: his name, JoJo.
Oh,
Wait,
dear
is the
God.
Rebel is di-
Okay. I mean, I understood that meme.
Bets are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh shit, are we going right? Are they actually going to the battle? Nope, they're going to a fucking ad. Of course they are. Okay, so the thing is, I know in these videos I don't really talk that much. Y'all are just like, ooh, because I don't know really much about these two. But it's mostly because I want to listen and then think like who I think would really win, considering what they've said about each other. I don't know. To be honest, like this one sounds pretty damn tough. But I think I want to give it to Joestar, Jonathan Joestar. I don't know. I think Tanjiro would have the chance, considering he has the sword. But I know it's kind of stupid. He has a sword, but he has nothing but fist. But yet again, I see him like literally just doing this with his fingers to a person's fucking arm and just done with it. So I think he has more of a power on his side. I don't know. I mean, this one's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Jonathan Joestar. And of course, what it shows here is the premiere. I'm watching the premiere. So yeah, I finally caught it as a premiere episode. Other than you guys are gonna watch it 3 days later, because that's my my rule. Hopefully this time I actually do it on the 28th when this comes out. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna watch the battle. Oh wow, this is actually
Step
no.
aside! I've sworn to slay all of Dio's demonic minions.
I don't know who you are, but you better leave her alone.
You poor wretch, shackled by the chains of this harpy's insidious mind control. On my honor, as a gentleman, I will free you!
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Did you bump your head? Total concentration. Water breathing.
Most unorthodox. You fight with valor, noble swordsman, but I know the burning passion of my heart will carry me through!
Aw, he's kind of adorable. Like a puppy. I hope there's a
hell?
caretaker nearby.
You're mine! Valiant footwork!
Ooh, first strike there.
You will fall!
No kamikaze! Nice try!
Incredible! You could teach me a thing or two! Overdrive!
Ooh. Uh-oh.
His breathing is carrying some kind of energy. Like me. And that means I know how to stop him.
He's focusing on my neck! Does he know? Metal! Silver!
Uh-oh. Oh, there goes the sword.
I've got you!
Uh-oh.
He's going for my lungs!
Oh.
2 inches off. Did he dodge?
Wow. Okay.
Yellow!
Ooh.
She's my sister.
Oh, come on. Is he gonna get the sympathy win?
On my honor as a gentleman, I will protect her with my life.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Yikes.
Oh, I'm not crying. I'm only crying really hard. Holy shit. Hold me, bro.
Please don't touch me. On paper, Tanjiro did
Okay.
initially seem to have more advantages in this bout.
For sure. He'd been training for way longer than Jonathan, and with way more experienced teachers. Tanjiro's Demon Slayer journey took place over a couple of years, while Jonathan's Ripple training was less than a month.
Tanjiro was obviously a superior swordsman with a variety of powerful techniques and katana magic, while Jonathan really only improvised as a swordsman.
But that's where the advantages stop. Sure, Jonathan wasn't a natural swordsman, but he more than made up for it in hand-to-hand combat, while Tanjiro was pretty much out of options without a blade.
Jonathan also had an edge in strength. Comparing Tanjiro to Doma and Jojo to Tarkus, Jonathan was over twice as strong. And while Tanjiro later fought the more powerful Muzan, Jonathan did the same with Dio.
He was way faster too. While Tanjiro and his pals could dodge lightning, we can compare Jonathan to other Ripple
Lasers.
users like Joseph, who could dodge light, which is over 3,000 times faster. That might seem crazy, but in Part 3, Dio was able to keep up with stands like Star Platinum, which can move faster than light. Dio did this
Right,
on
but
his
that's
own,
not
and
Jonathan,
that was
though.
while using Jonathan's body.
Even with multiple ways to predict
Oh.
Jonathan's movements and see the flow of his Ripple with X-ray vision, Tanjiro would not have been fast enough to keep up.
Especially with the Ripple backing him up. Sure, the water and fire Tanjiro generates is impressive, but Jonathan was tough enough to power through it. Tanjiro, though, had no way to defend against the Ripple bypassing his durability and directly messing with his organs.
Such as manipulating his muscles like a puppeteer, or directly shutting off his brain or heart, something other Ripple users have done to ordinary humans with a single zap. And Jonathan had the opportunity to do this literally every time Tanjiro blocked his blade.
Sure, Tanjiro could recover himself with a breath, but that'd be a breath spent healing and not, fighting.
Okay, so let me actually see this. Tanjiro, superior training, experience, and skill. See-through world could discover Haman. Alright, slower and weaker overall. Would abduct Haman. Sun breathing takes a physical toll. Yeah, that was, I forgot like that. I mean, I kind of figured that would probably be the end case with him losing, but I wasn't too sure, but thank God I chose Jonathan Joestar overall. Significantly faster and likely stronger. Haman offered more versatility, yeah, better unarmed combatant, potentially less potential insta-kill options, less skilled swordsman, yeah.
And while sun breathing's overuse was dangerous to Tanjiro, Jojo's Haman had no such drawback.
Which meant that Jojo could keep fighting for as long as he needed to.
Tanjiro was never going to go down easy, but Jonathan's speed, Haman, and righteous gentlemanly fists carried him to victory.
Jonathan took Tanjiro's breath away.
The winner is Jonathan Joestar.
Alright, not
Thank
bad.
you for watching. Stay tuned, we'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there, and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Let's see who's next. 4, okay, again. And Vegeta? What? Okay. Okay, so that's gonna take care of this death battle, but really? Thor versus Vegeta? I mean, okay, this is Thor's third battle? Yeah, because the first one I believe was him versus Raiden, and then it was him versus somebody. I'm pretty sure this is the third one. No, he fought Wonder Woman. Yeah, he fought Wonder Woman too. I think. I don't know. I know he fought Raiden, because that was the first one he did. So yeah, Vegeta. Wow. Okay. Vegeta's been in, I think, only one battle, and that was against Shadow the Hedgehog. I believe, yeah, because Shadow the Hedgehog been in 3 different fights, which was Vegeta, Vegeta, Mewtwo, and then the girl from Kill la Kill, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I would love to see that fight, especially. I'm hoping for Vegeta because Vegeta is the best character. It was originally Gohan back when it was like the Cell games. Because everybody wanted to be like freaking Gohan until they ruined him in the later series. Later with the Majin Buu saga. And that was all Vegeta all the way. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting fight. I don't know why I keep looking at the screen. The screen's already done. Do I just do this? Yeah, I'll do this just to block out the freaking light. What the hell? But yeah, that was a hell of a death battle. And it was kind of sad. But of course when... whatever the sister's name is, and just like, nope, I ain't taking your handshake. I'm like, uh-oh. Because I know she's like a waifu to a lot of people. I've seen, I only know about Demon Slayer because I've seen everybody like freaking, falling in love with the sister. I think it was her name, Nazuko or something like that. But of course I know about, Bizarre Adventure because of the freaking ending thing to be continued nonsense. But yeah, I have never seen either of these shows. Maybe one day I'll get to watch them and probably fall in love like a lot of people have. If I had to choose between the two, which one I would watch first, it's probably Demon Slayer, because I've seen, like, some of the characters from Bizarre Adventure, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I like the look of Demon Slayer, but yet again, as I said, like, it was an 80s show. So who knows? But alright, that's going to take care of this lovely episode of Death Battle. Again, I don't know why I keep looking at this freaking this laptop thing. Is like something else is playing, but there's nothing else playing. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and favorite if you did. Subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell to be notified what I do on this channel. So until then, my fellow gargoyles, see you guys next time.